Hey guys, this is Strength Through Weakness, and this is our very first video. Hope it can be encouraging, and I hope that we can make future videos that will be encouraging and insightful, short and to the point. Videos are not going to be more than about 3 to 5 minutes at least to get started. And so for today, I just kind of wanted to really talk about how God sees us, even though we may not see ourselves that way. One of the things that I love to do is make things. I make knives, I make guitars, I make wooden spoons out of sticks, whatever it is. I just love to make things. And when I sit down and look at the raw materials before they're anything special, I have to see what they can become, or they're never going to become that. And so when I look at a raw piece of steel and I decide what the shape of the knife is going to be, and I cut it out and then I shape it and I form it, and by the end it's a knife, and there's no doubt about it. But early on, for many people, they wouldn't see a knife at all. And you're saying, how in the world does this have anything to do with encouraging you? Well, God sees us in a similar fashion. He sees us for what He wants us to become, what He has in store for us. And it's so much more than what we ever have in store. But we have to keep our perspective on what He is thinking of us. We have to think that He wants to do amazing things through us. And so if we just take a look at Judges chapter 6, when we see the life of Gideon is intersecting with Scripture. And here's Gideon. He's from the lowest tribe, and he's the smallest family, and he's the youngest family member. And the Midianites are just causing trouble all over the place, stealing food, ravaging, raping, and destroying. And so much so that when Gideon is told to go out and sort through the wheat to get the good parts away from the bad parts, instead of doing that out in the open air where they would normally do it, where wind could help to kind of break the bad away from the good, he's doing it down, hiding away in a wine press. And this is exactly what he's doing. He's hiding from the Midianites. He's hoping with all his might that no one will see him, that no one will know what he's doing. But here he is. He's hiding, but if you or I walked up to him and say, what a weakling, what a scaredy cat. He's afraid, he's hiding. But God walks up to him and he says, mighty warrior. It's one of the most confounding and confusing passages in Bible, and we kind of skip right over it. But ultimately, God is saying, this is who you will become. I know what I have in store for you. And he doesn't just do that on his own. In verse 14, he says, go in the strength you have. Am I not sending you? And then further in verse 16, he says that I will be with you. And so this is kind of where the idea of strength through weakness comes. He's saying, Gideon, go in your strength, which he knows is not very much. But at the same time, he's saying, I'll go with you. And that's the strength that you need. And so what we need to remember as men is that God is going with us. He's giving us the strength that we need. And so it's going to be okay. It may be hard, it may be difficult, but it's going to be okay. And God has a better plan than I have. God has a better plan than you have. And God sees the way that you will turn out, not the way that you expect or think, whether that's good or bad. He has such a better plan. And he used Gideon to overthrow the Midianites and relieve the Israelites from their oppression. And so that's it. Signing out, guys. So stoked to do this, and I hope you like it. Please like, subscribe, whatever new media outlets out there. Thanks.